beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, Soul Therapy Cafe, where we give the tea and the sparkle. And today I'm going to talk to you about food. I want to talk to you about high vibrational, potent energy. Because, a lot of us are like, we're on this journey, we're vibrating higher, we are loving self, we're tuned into our purpose. And naturally, as your vibration starts to rise, we're a lot more sensitive and we are more concerned about what we put into our vessel, because knowing our power and knowing who we are, and of course an act of love, is that I'm going to feed my vessel, my body, certain things that really resonate on a higher level, that feed my spirit, my mind, and my body. And it's got to taste good, and it's got to look good, it's got to be high vibe and all that stuff. So let me know if you're feeling this way. You're a lot more sensitive about what you're eating and who's preparing your food. I know I have been. I've always been, but really a lot more now. It's like, especially in terms of like preparing my own food. Before, I used to love to go out, and I'm a foodie, so it had to be a certain way. I always wanted the when I went shopping, it had to be organic, and I had to have a certain kind of water, and I had to eat at certain places. I never did let's say, fast food per se. If it was fast food, it had to be like next level. Like there's like certain places around that are like, you can grab and go, but it's like prepared in a certain way and blah, blah, blah. And I have been like, vegetarian like years ago, 10 years, and then I became vegan, and now I'm like 90% vegan. I think I might eat like fish like maybe like 2 times a year, which but I'm giving my body things that, because I'm loving myself, and I'm just like, I deserve the best. And your taste buds change on the journey. People, like, your taste buds change. It's like the things that you used to eat years ago, like, your body doesn't want it. Like I used to be crazy about ice cream, and it had to be the good ice cream. And now it's like, I don't even have to go down that aisle anymore. It's just because it just happened unconsciously. And knowing that that does not resonate with me anymore, so I'm very particular, even if it like costs more. Okay. And so what I want to say is that, on the journey, again, you're on this path, and you're in tune with your intuition. It's stronger. Your own unique medicine is coming through. You're healing yourself, and you're helping others to heal. So you are wanting to understand that there's certain things that are not going to resonate, and food is one of them. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be a fanatic, right? And I know that some people are like, well, I'm not going to give up bacon, or I'm not going to give up ribs, or I'm not going to give up, chicken wings or whatever. And that's okay. But just eat the high quality ones. Like, when you buy beef, let's say you want your beef, your steak, your carne asada or whatever, it's like, get the organic type, or grass fed or what have you. Or if you, you like chicken or whatever, okay, cool. You know what they do to those little chickens. So you just get the organic, or, free range or whatever. You just go to the next level and gradually like get there, and you will get there. It doesn't mean you have to like, go like full like steam ahead and just like TKO. Like I've changed all the way. I have to be honest. It's definitely a lifestyle, and it's a slow burn, and you will get there. But I want to set you up for success. So I'm not saying just like quit everything you love, but it'll get there. Let's say, for example, if you like certain fruits, which is fantastic, the more colorful, the better. Like, consciously make a decision that you want organic if you can afford, but at the very least, they've got to be the colorful fruits. Like, you want, the bright watermelons, you want, the pineapples that are really deep and rich in color. Or whatever, and this goes to like vegetables as well. The leafy greens are really rich and high vibrational, lots of vitamins and minerals. If you're eating like lots of superfoods, perfect. you know, and they look all kinds of ways. Like, for example, you know, I'm still doing my coffee thing. I love really, really, really good quality organic coffees. Got to be robust, got to be flavorful. None of that going out to the, you know, those famous coffee shops that, you know, they laden your drinks with sugar. Not into that. So I make my own coffee. So, but I know I'm trying to gradually like wing myself, which is hard. But what I do is that, like, say for example, it's summertime right now, so I'm into the iced coffee. So I make my own iced coffee, but I might do it cold pressed, where I am, you know, the way that I prepare it is that I'm taking the grinds and I'm putting it in the, you know, in the purified water, and I let it sit out in the sun. You know, you make it a lot like you would make like sun tea, and you know, it's not being processed through that harsh heat. And then, you know, I take some of that and I put it with my plant-based milk and ice, and I'm good, you know. So I'm getting there. I might even add some, you know, superfoods like some of the, you know, like powdered mushrooms, you know, because powdered mushrooms are really big on my agenda right now. I'm talking about the lion's mane, the chaga, the shiitake, all of these, you know, really great for your immunity, great for your energy, great for inflammation. So I might put a teaspoon of that into my iced coffee. So I'm not feeling so bad, and I know that I'm on my way. You know, it's not totally like a bust, but I'm not perfect. And I know that you don't think that you should have to be perfect, you know, just like that 80-20 rule for the most part, and you'll get there. Also, I want to say that keep in mind, high vibrational foods, I've said this before, are key. Because, you know, if you got all this power, you have to feel good. You have to feel and you have to look good. Okay? No need in like having all this power inside of you energetically, but your body is like a bus, not feeling good, lethargic, indigestion, you know, just all that stuff. You know, I mean, really, if you eat the right foods, you really don't need a lot of vitamins. And I'm talking about right foods, but also some superfoods with that, maybe a little iron, you're good. A lot of superfoods would look like, say, sea moss, chia seeds, like I said, the powdered like mushroom superfoods that I talked about. I do things like liquid iron. I do things like a hemp seed, or chia, or, you know, all kinds of, there's so much. I can't even think right now. I'm really big into juicing, and that's a good way to kind of get your nutrients as well. Some of us want to fast. So as long as you're like, you know, taking the effort, you're conscious, you know, just imagine it's like you're the boss of you. You can make your juices the way you want. Like if you're juicing, like, say, you know, oranges, and you might want to throw a little bit of ginger in there and turmeric, or maybe you want to do some beets, and then you might want to slide some, you know, oranges or apple or whatever you want. Smoothies, all that kind of stuff. Just like, you know, up it up, up it up, up it up. Kick it up a notch. Okay? Kick it up, whatever that looks like to you. But just be intentional and conscious, because this is huge. There's no use in doing all this work, getting all this healing, vibrating high, but then every now and then your body keeps like breaking down. You know, your energy level is not where it should be. You know, you're gaining weight, you're eating sugars, you're craving sugars, you know. It's about being in alignment, you know, with that whole picture, that mind, that spirit, and that body. Okay? And I know a lot of people don't really talk about it, but it's like, it's so important to make sure that your foods are the brightest, the richest, the purest they can be. Like, if you are eating rice, I love rice too. You know, it's one of the only grains, one of them anyway, that I still eat. But instead of like having like white rice all the time, like, why not have brown rice, right? Because a lot of that stuff is really refined. It's no nutrients. So just balance, just kind of gradually, you know, slowly like start to make certain rice dishes using brown rice. So it's not going to kill you, but you'll get used to it, and your body will like thank you as well. And we want to get that processing all down, so you're eating the right foods, and your digestive system is happy. You're weaning out all that sugar, chemical, all that stuff. So you'll start to see that people will start to notice you on their journey, the more cleansing you're doing. And I'm not talking about just like physical cleansing, but, you know, spiritually, you know, like, because your cells are turning over much faster. It's like, you know, it's like you're letting go of this lower vibrational stuff. And then naturally, as you heal, your vibration raises, and you have to support that. It's not like, hey, okay, I'm healing and I can do whatever I want kind of thing. Not quite it. You can do whatever you like if you want to, but it's, you know, it's going to make your journey and your process a little bit more more difficult, you know. So just get in an alignment. Like I said, I think it's going to come naturally because your taste buds start to change. It's like, you know, like you felt like you were addicted to, like, let's say chocolate or you know, ice cream or, you know, burgers or fast food or whatever. But now, you know, you like, you don't want it as much, or and pretty soon, you know, you're like, I can't believe because I used to be addicted to like French fries. I wanted French fries, where I felt like I deserved French fries because I'm not eating the burger and all that stuff. And now my body doesn't even like French fries. It's like I can't even hardly like process it, you know? So with that said, it's just what it's shown me is that it's shown me how much I've grown and how much my body is like saying no, and I'm like listening to it. So let me know in the comments, like, what foods have you given up on your divine journey? It's like, are there certain things that you used to love that no longer resonate? And this whole like high vibrational thing is like a complete, like, maybe you don't resonate with certain people or places or things, but also that includes food as well. So let me know what the things that you used to eat that you no longer feel aligned with, and some of the things that you have substituted those things for that you've never thought that you would even touch, that you're eating now, okay? So I want to make this short. That's all I got for you, and I'll see you on the next round. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.